We shot the film in Wexford, in Ireland, predominantly in Loftus Hall, but also in the surrounding areas. I think it might be the first ever feature film shot entirely in Wexford.
It was quite difficult to find something that was in that exact state of disrepair, because there's a lot of really abandoned mansions around Ireland, but a lot of them had no roofs, or they were just too much of a ruin. And Loftus Hall was the perfect combination of decrepit but functioning.
We were told, so this is the most haunted house in Ireland. This year it happens to be 666 years old, so you go down with that sort of knowledge in the back of your head. But it was announced in the press that we were shooting in Loftus Hall, and I got a Facebook message directly from some person I'd never met who told me to get out of that house, only bad things will come of it. And it was that was actually quite strangely terrifying to get a message from a stranger who thoroughly believed it.
I don't know whether David Turpin, the writer, knew about Loftus Hall and wrote it for Loftus Hall, or they found the perfect location because they seem to go together so perfectly.
Normally, this sort of thing, it's in a studio where you have to, as an actor, to suspend your disbelief and to imagine that you're in a place, even though it's a film set. But to have the actual location there, it just makes it real for you.
As soon as you walk in, you're kind of already in character and you already feel the presence of something different in this house.
This perfect haunted mansion just sort of perched out in the middle of nowhere. It seems like it could have fallen from the sky on that spot.
There are so many stories bouncing around about Loftus Hall, it's hard to know which to believe.
One of the crew stayed there overnight during the shoot, and we built this bed which is in the movie, this big red sort of decaying bed, and he slept on it, and he said a few minutes after he lay his head down he heard footsteps in the room above that walked around in circles around him for 5–10 minutes, and he was alone in the house.
We have a staircase alone that has so much history to it and is so ornate and beautiful. It has 2 sister staircases in the world, and one is in the Vatican and the other one is on the Titanic at the bottom of the ocean. All the architrave, all the door frames, everything is original and it's intact, and so it's, from a production design point of view, it is a dream to be able to dress things in and around this beautiful location.
You walk in the door and you literally feel like you've travelled through time, and it really transfers onto the screen. You can very much feel that texture in the film, and it brought huge production values.